Olympian Eagles. My name is Ruben Rios. Addiction is something that no one should go through, and today my grandpa will be giving a PSA about how addiction can lead to poverty, mental health being put at stake, and social connections being lost. Thank you. So to start us off, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and how your addiction began?
Yeah, my name is Ruben Rios, and TR is my grandson. It seems like it started for me at a very young age. I could tell that I had an addictive personality without knowing in the future what it would do to myself and to my family. And it started with smoking weed at a young age. I was about 14 or 15, and that was a concern for me. At the time, I didn't think about it, but now that I look back, I knew that it was going to be an issue for me, and that it was not going to stop at that point, that there was going to be something more in the future. I started using drugs because it was the popular thing to do at the time, and I realized that as my drug use progressed, that there was something deep down inside that I was trying to forget about. There's some traumas that happened in my life, and that's where it led to, and it also led to my mental health as well. If I would have known at a younger age that this was not the thing to do, then I believe at this point in time in my life I wouldn't be in the situation that I'm in today. The progression of my addiction of drugs started with marijuana, and there was a time that took about 6 months where that wasn't enough for me. I needed something different, and that led to other hard drugs, and it was never enough. So it affected my family, my friends, my kids, my grandkids, because the drugs were more important to me than my family and my friends and my loved ones. And it's something that I wouldn't wish upon anybody to go through what I did. So it's all about making the right choices in your life. So it seems like my drug addiction did lead to taking things away from my family. It was more important to me than anything else. It was extremely difficult because I knew that I was doing wrong. I was hurting the people that I loved, but yet it's sad to say that that wasn't important for me at the time. The time was feeding my addiction and making bad choices in my life that I wish nobody would ever have to make. Recovery is definitely a possibility, and it's all how bad do you want the recovery. There's a lot of help out there, and it's up to you to decide if you want it or not. I would highly recommend recovery to anybody who's using or who's having issues with drugs. There's a lot of help out there. There's a lot of rehabs out there, but I would strongly recommend that don't even start. Don't even start with that first one, because if you do, it could lead to where I was, and I'm not there anymore. So I just want you to understand that it's something that is very difficult to overcome. And the best advice that I can give you is do not start. As far as the support system that I was yearning for, everybody was willing to help me, but yet I didn't want to help myself. And it was something that I will always remember in my life, that the people that love you the most are there to support you, and they love you regardless of what you've done in your life. And it's very important to understand those things, because family is the most important of all. And without God, there's no way that I would have been able to accomplish or overcome the things that I've done. I've had many relationships and friends in my life where it's sad to say that they ended up suicidal. They ended up losing their lives because of the drugs that they took. And it's something that will affect their families for a lifetime. Understand that people love you, they're there to support you, and you don't have to go down this road, because this road will eventually lead to death. I never had to deal with poverty. in my life, but I knew that if I continued doing the drugs, that would be the most important thing for me. As far as spending all the money that I had, and I knew that if I continued, that I would end up being homeless, and it's something that I would never want anybody to experience what I've experienced in my life. So the best recommendation is please make the right choices in your life, because that'll impact your whole life entirely and your future.